Simply constants. So a bar is equals to a1 I bar plus a2 j bar plus a3 k bar. A1, a2, a3 are constants. Then a bar is said to be constant vector. That you know it. Okay. So same manner, if we are having b1, taking the a bar plus b bar or a bar multiplying with b bar are two different type of products are there. One is dot product and another one is cross product. Okay. So like that, same manner, we know that finding the magnitude of a bar, that means length of the vector. So all these are applicable only, okay, all these you learned till now only for constant vectors, but here a1, a2, a3 are constants, but when it comes to differentiation, this a1, a2, a3 are in functions of x, y, z. All these three are in functions of x, y, z. Functions of x, y, z. Whenever these are in functions of x, y, z, then can we take the differentiation of a1 with respect to x partially? Same manner, a2 with respect to y. Okay, a1 with respect to y, a1 with respect to z also we can take. So like that, partial differentiation of a1 with respect to x, y, z we can take. So same manner, we can add the differentiation vector. For example, I am taking the partial differentiation of a bar vector with respect to x variable. Then we'll get dou a bar by dou x. Same manner, I am taking partial differentiation of a bar vector with respect to y variable. And all these are again vectors. Okay, so we can add the vectors which are in functions of x, y, z variables. Same manner, we are having here, for example, integration. F bar is equals to f1 I bar plus f2 j bar plus f3 k bar. F2 j bar plus f3 k bar. If we are having a vector like this, then f1, f2, f3 are in functions of x, y, z. Then we can find the partial differentiation. Okay, partial differentiation of f bar with respect to x or y or z. Same manner, we can take integration with respect to x variable. We can take integration with respect to y variable. Same manner, we can take integration with respect to z variable. Sir, how it is possible? Because f1, f2, f3 are all three are in functions of x, y, z, then how it can be integrable only with respect to x variable? If we do only with respect to x variable, how to find the integration? Don't treat y and z are constants. So that are the new concepts you are going to learn in the integration. And in multiple integration, we discussed in the last class, we'll discuss about double integration and also triple integration. And single integration. Okay, in this vector integration, you are going to learn about, for example, I'm taking these as 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, getting the relation between 1 and 2. Same manner, getting the relation between 2 and 3. Same manner, getting the relation between 1 and 3. So like this, few concepts we are going to learn in our vector integration. Vector integration. So that is the advantage of vector integration. Whatever the concept we are going to learn in unit number 3. What is unit number 3? Is multiple integration. The same concepts will be useful in the 5th unit. If once we finish third unit, what is the third unit? Multiple integration. Then easily we can finish 5th unit. Easily we can finish our 5th unit vector integration. So this is about introduction of our concept, that means our paper. But wait a minute. First degree ordinary differential equations. Now, same manner, solving the higher order differential equations we are going to learn. Next, same, evaluate areas and volumes using multiple integration. I mentioned area which is not in a particular fixed shape, that we are going to learn. And in vector differentiation, in the 4th unit, whatever I mentioned, dou a bar by dou x or dou f bar by dou x, dou f bar by dou y, dou f bar by dou z, using that vector notations, we are going to learn gradient, divergent and curl and directional derivative of the vector. Okay, and the 5th unit is evaluation of integrals by converting line to surface. Okay, line to surface and same manner surface to volume. So what I mentioned in the last step of my explanation, what I mentioned, relation between line and okay, 1 and 2. What is the 1 and 2? One is a line integration and 2 is the surface integration. But what about 3? 3 is nothing but volume integration. Okay, so same manner, if we go to our notation, that is a syllabus copy. Yes, see here, that is a line integration is a single integration, surface integration is nothing but double integration, line integration is nothing but single integration, surface integration is nothing but double integration, and volume integration is nothing but triple integration. Okay, so getting the relation, okay, whenever they provided line integration, we are converting the problem into surface integration. That means line to surface relation between single and double integration and vice versa. Same manner, surface, what is the surface is nothing but double integration to triple integration. That is the point I mentioned already. Okay, so with this, I'm going to stop my introduction of our paper. Now I am going to our first unit. So everyone, please note down the first unit, syllabus of the first unit. So write down. In this, we are going to learn. Write down main concepts, exact. So again, defining an equation of the form a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus and so on n x power n is equals to 0 is said to be a polynomial equation in terms of x of degree n if n is not equals to 0. But what about all the remaining coefficients where a0, a1, a2 and so on, an are constants. Yes or no? All these are constants and it is said to be a polynomial equation of degree n. For example, if n is equals to 0, then what we can say? It is a polynomial of degree n? No. Because if n is 0, then the total term does not exist. In that case, we cannot say it is a polynomial of degree n. It may be less or more than that. Examples, what are the examples? Anybody can say examples, some examples? Any examples?
X square plus
X square plus 2x plus or minus 5 is equals to 0. It is a polynomial equation of degree 2. Degree 2. But can we say it is of degree 3? No, because x cube coefficient is 0. So x cube term does not exist. Okay, so like that. Now I'm defining the differential equation with the same thing. How I am going to define the differential equation is, an equation of the form a0 plus a1x plus a2x square and so on n x power n is equals to 0 is said to be a polynomial equation in terms of in place of x, I'm going to take derivatives. It may be d by dx or dou by dou x, dou square by dou x cube or d square by dx cube. Okay, sorry, d square by dx square, like that I'm going to take. Okay, an equation, a polynomial equation is said to be ordinary differential equation if it contains, okay, a polynomial equation in terms of what are that? In terms of derivatives is said to be an ordinary is said to be a differential equation. a differential equation. So in other words, one more definition is there, that is a equation which contains, as one of your friend mentioned, one or more dependent variables and also independent variables. Dependent and one or more independent variables also. Then also it is said to be differential equation. Equation or equation which contains one or more dependent and one or more independent variables. Then also it is called as differential equation. I'm not writing it on the screen clearly. But how many types of differentiations are there? How many types of differentiations are there? There are two types of differentiations are there. 1 second, students. Ordinary differential equations. One is ordinary differential equations. Ordinary differential equations. And the second one is partial differential equations. Partial differential equations. But again, we need to define these two things. What are these ordinary differential equations and partial differential equations? For that, I'm going to give some gap between these two. Okay, so now first, what are these ordinary differential equations and what are the partial differential equations? Now I'm taking a function in terms of one variable. Okay, as we discussed in our previous subject, LAC, linear algebra and calculus, if f is only in functions of one variable, then which type of differentiation we have to use? Ordinary differentiation, df by dx, d square f by dx square, like that. Okay, but when it comes to a function is in terms of more than one variable, that means if f is in terms of two variables, x, y or z, three variables, then which type of differentiation we have to use? Partial differentiation, dou f by dou x, dou f by dou y, and same manner dou f by dou z. Okay, but as we discussed already in that partial differentiation concept, now tell me, what are the variables are available in these two functions, x, y, z? That variables are called as which type of variables? That variables are called as which type of variables? Anybody can respond.
Independent variables.
Yes, independent variables. But when it comes to f, here in the first example, ordinary differentiation, f is dependent variable and x is independent variable. Okay, but when it comes to partial differentiation, f is dependent variable, x, y, z are independent variables. So equation with the only one independent variable is said to be ordinary differentiation. A differential equation which contains only one independent variable is said to be ordinary differentiation. A differential equation which contains more than one independent variable is said to be partial differentiation. So any of you can give some example of ordinary differential equation? Anybody can say some example of ordinary differential equation? For example, y is in functions of x. Then d square y by dx square minus 3 dy by dx plus 5 is equals to 0. But if we take z is in functions of xy, let z is in functions of xy. So example for PDE is, let z is equals to 0 of x comma y. Then dou square z by dou x square plus 5 into dou square z by dou x dou y minus 7 dou z by dou x equals to 0. So students, if meeting closes, please rejoin again. Okay, like this we can mention, or plus 9 equals to 0. So a differential equation which contains one independent variable is said to be ordinary differentiation. This is an example. A differential equation, again repeating. So here I'm mentioning or writing the definition as ODE is a differential equation is said to be ordinary differential equation if it contains only one independent variable. But when it comes to partial differential equations, a differential equation is said to be partial differential equation, but don't write as ODE and PDE in your notebooks. You must write ordinary differential equation, partial differential equation always if it contains more than one independent variables. More than one independent, it may be 2 or 3 or 10 or 20 or 1000 also. Okay, so just for example, I given here, these are the things. Now what is our unit name? First, solutions of first order first degree ordinary differential equations. Ordinary differential equations. Ordinary differential equations, when it comes here, ordinary differential equations, what we are going to do, which type of equations we are going to learn here? Equation which contains only with one independent variable. Only one independent variable. Okay, so that I am going to discuss now. So now, okay, for the namesake, I am writing here like dy by dx, where what is x variable? Which type of variable x is called as? Independent variable. Okay. What about the numerator? Which variable is there? Y variable. What we can call y variable as? Dependent variable. Dependent variable. Okay. So this thing which I mentioned here as rough work will be useful in so many number of cases. Okay, dy by dx, y is dependent variable, x is independent variable. So I'll give a equation, then you must be in a position to identify that what are the independent variable and what are the dependent variables in that equation. Okay, so with this example only you can identify that. Okay, so now going to the ordinary differential equations. Ordinary differential equations. First of all, how to form the ordinary okay, one more definition is there, degree, and before I am going to discuss how to form the ordinary differential equations, order of differential equation. Order of differential equation. So which definition I am saying here now? It is for both ordinary and also partial differential equation. Okay, order of differential equation. Okay, so the definition is, now tell me here. Okay, I'm going to take this example. In this example, anybody can say, what is this derivative? Derivative of z with respect to x. How many derivatives we are doing? How many derivatives? How many times we are doing partial differentiation of z?
Only
with
once.
respect to
Only one time.
So this is first derivative. When it comes here, how many times we are doing differentiation of z with respect to x and y?
2 times.
2 times, one after the other, 2 times. So here it is 1, here it is 2. But when it comes here, this is 2. This is also 2. Okay. So in this, which derivative is the highest derivative? 1, 2, 2. Which is highest derivative? 2. Then that 2 is the order of this differential equation. 2 is the order of this differential equation. Okay. 2 is the order of this differential equation. How to define order of the differential equation? How to define the order of the differential equation? Anybody can respond? How to define order of the differential?
Highest derivative of a
Highest
equation.
derivative of the
Highest derivative of the given differential equation is said to be order of the differential equation. Okay, here I am mentioning the highest derivative of the highest derivative of the highest derivative exists in given DE is said to be order of that differential equation. Order of that differential equation. It may be ordinary or partial, anything, same definition. Okay, next, same manner, degree of differential equation. Any of you can remember the degree of differential equation definition?
The highest power of a differential equation.
Yes, highest power of the highest derivative. Okay, the highest power of I'll explain with some examples. The highest power of highest derivative. In of given DE is called as degree of differential equation. Degree of differential equation. Just for the namesake, I'm writing simple notations, but don't write like DE, ODE, PDE like that. Okay, so I'm taking some examples to discuss about combinedly for order and the degree. First example, I'm taking one ordinary differential equation. So d cube by dx cube plus d square by dx square whole power 4 into plus 5y is equals to 0. What is the order of this differential equation? What is the order?
3.
Why we can say it is 3?
Order 3.
Third derivative existing. What about degree?
1.
1.
Why it is 1? It is not 4? Yes or no?
No.
Highest order is
Highest order.
highest derivative is 3.
Highest power of the highest derivative. Highest power of the highest derivative is the highest derivative is order is 3. So we have to concentrate about only this power. What is this power? We have only 1. So
1.
degree is 1. Degree is 1. Okay. So same manner in partial differentiation, we'll get more number of cases like this. So second example. Dou square y by dou x square plus 3 into dou square y. Okay, dou square not y. I'm taking dou square z. I'm taking dou square z by dou x square plus 3 into dou square z by dou x dou y whole cube into whole cube plus dou y by dou x 5 dou y by dou x minus 6, sorry, not dou y by dou x, it is dou z by dou x. Plus 5 into dou z by dou x minus 6 into dou z by dou y whole power 4 plus 6xy is equals to 0. Now, what we can say? What is the order?
2, sir.
How can we say
2. Order 2.
order is 2? Because if you observe, here we have second derivative, here also we have second derivative. But the third term and fourth term contains only first derivatives. Dou z by dou y is nothing but first derivative only. But whole power 4 is there. Don't assume that dou z by dou y whole power 4 is nothing but 4 is the order. Okay, be careful. That is the definition. Order is 2. What about the degree?
1.
3. 3,
Degree is equals to 3. How can we say? If we observe here, these two underlined terms contains the second derivative. What is the power of this? 1. What is the power of this? Power 3. Which is highest? 3 or 1? 3 is highest. So
3.
the highest power of the highest derivative of the given equation. So it is a 3. 3. Okay. So same manner, I'm taking one more example. The third one. For example, if we have the problem like this. Sin x plus cos y is equals to square root of 1 plus dy by dx. Now, any of you can say, what is the order and degree? Order is how much? Degree is how much? Order is how much and degree is how much?
1, 1, sir.
1, 1, sir. Order
1,
1
1.
degree.
Why it is 1 and 1? Order is 1. How can we say order is 1? Because of first derivative exists. Okay. Order is 1. Okay, good. But how can we say it is degree? What is the 1 plus x? 1 plus dy by dx whole power 1 by 2 is there. So whenever the degree contains, that means whole power 1 by 2 or whole power 2 by 3 or fractions are there, then try to avoid fractions in the powers. So for avoiding the fractions, what we have to do? Square on both sides. Square on both sides. When we square on both sides, what is going to happen? Sin x plus cos y whole square is equals to what we can write? 1 plus dy by dx. So it is of a first order. And what is the highest power of it? 1 only. First degree. Okay. Clear? Still any doubts? So what you learned from the third example, whenever the derivative's power contains fractions, try to avoid the fractions. We should not avoid the fractions. We have to try to remove that fractions. How to remove the fractions? Not like, sir, whole power 1 by 2 is there. We can skip the whole power 1 by 2, hide, and we can say 1. No. So try to bring like this. So same manner. Okay. One more is there. One more example I'm giving. Dy by dx plus 2. Okay. 2x is equals to log of d square y by dx square. Okay. I'm writing like this instead of this. I'm writing y plus 2x. Y plus 2x equals to log of d square by dx square. How to write it? Order we can say clearly. What is that order? Order is 2.
2.
But we cannot. What is the degree? Answer is 1. That we can say by seeing the problem. But we should not write like this.
Apply log.
We must write, okay, apply anti-logarithm. What we are going to get? Exponential. So we'll get exponential of y plus 2x. Exponential of y plus 2x is equals to d square y by dx square. You can keep like this. And now you can, that means we can say that d square y by dx square. 2 is a order and degree is 1. Like this. You try to practice more number of problems. So only 3 minutes left. If any of you are having any